a South LA-based charity, Developing Options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement.
Okay, and the top level thing is this murder. Like, you know, again, Bricc Baby was robbing people. They mentioned No Jumper a couple times because there was a nigga who got beat up outside No Jumper, right? So this says, for example, on January 3rd, 2025, outside of No Jumper podcast filming location, Williams, which is Luce Canon, struck a victim in the head multiple times with a firearm, pointing the firearm in the back of his head while two other suspects removed valuables from the guy, including jewelry, whatever in excess of $5,000. The victim lost consciousness, and the incident was captured on camera and posted to social media, apparently to stoke fear and boast of Williams' penchant for violence. After the incident, Williams posted a 7-minute video on his YouTube channel discussing the beating, stating he used to be big useless enforcer and that he loves to fight and that the incident could have went a lot worse. His post played a portion of the assault. Also played a portion of the assault. Okay, wow, that's kind of crazy. Is that still up on their page? Let's see. Luce Canon. I know he has a page. Yeah, all right, hold on. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Hold on. It's one of these. Here we go.
It's sometimes too real. See, when y'all be cloud chasing and acting like...
Yo, it's crazy that... Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Luce Cannon's my man. But to think that the feds, while writing up their indictment, the first thing they heard while eating their donut was, "Sweetie!" It's crazy. Like, them niggas about to take notes on the video of Luce Canon telling on himself. And the first thing they heard was, "Sweetie!"
Listen, I know y'all thinking about the footage that's going around, what happened at No Jumper. Y'all have to understand this, right? I don't run fake plays. I don't run the imaginary content that y'all be thinking that somebody's gonna just run and try to set somebody up and pay somebody to take a whooping. It don't work like that with me. I'm raw, I'm authentic. I'm real. I am sometimes too real. See, when y'all be cloud chasing and acting like y'all really want a problem, I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to you. Sweetie! Sweetie! This is what happens when people clout chase. So let's go from the beginning. We were doing the Adam and Wack show. Adam is leaving the building. Adam FaceTime Wack. Hey, Wack, it's two people that's, wandering around the parking lot. You know who they are. And Wack was like, no, I don't.
Yo, the feds' favorite punchline got to be "Sweetie."
I don't know who they are. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but let me go out and holler at him. So I walk out, right? I walk out with the dude, and he was like, man, I got a problem with Whack. I'm like, you got a problem with Whack about what? Yeah, I just got a problem with him. I'm like, you do? So I called Whack over there. Whack, come over here. Dude was like, man, you running this type of content and stuff like that. And Whack was like, what content? Whack pulled out his phone. Once Whack pulled out the phone, he was like, oh, this content? And then the dude was like, everything is not content. I said, you right. So, y'all see the results. Smack. Let's get to it, right? So,
Let's get to it.
how far do y'all expect me to go if somebody's cloud chasing? I want to really understand this, right? Understand your mental, right? Because if me and Whack was on the other foot, y'all be saying, oh, this is what...
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, though. A part of me, I've always thought Luce was a very loyal nigga that was down to crash out, and Whack was a strategic operator in linking with Luce because he knew at the end of the day, Luce will crash. And that would save Whack from crashing. You get what I'm saying? Because at first, they didn't like each other. But now they're cool. But Luce Canon looked like he's always on go, which is kind of beneficial to Whack because now it gives that credibility. You know? Like, yo, look at what, we slapped him. We did this to him. We did that.
they get. This is what they got.
Why y'all say call Bricc wife? I don't know Bricc wife. And that sounds disrespectful, bro.
Cloud chasing, they thought they was untouchable and stuff, but then when it goes the way it's going to go,
Who's Bricc wife?
oh, it's fake. It's a fake play. This is fake. How? Why? Because y'all wouldn't have the heart to do it, or y'all not like this, and y'all expect nobody else to be like. Listen, bro. I told you, I was big useless enforcer. I kept him safe. I kept a lot of people safe. Dead homies, like, I don't seem like I'm the toughest. Y'all be saying like, he don't look like a killer, but what a killer look like? Because I stand on everything I say.
Okay.
Because
All right. So basically, he's co-signed this whole incident happened. Luce Canon is, again, I'm kind of just like going through this like indictment, and bro, similarly on February 25th, and we could literally just go to his YouTube channel. We're gonna find these dates. Like, this is kind of very indicting of like, and I think they know the feds already got a copy, so why even delete it? February 25th, right? That's what they said. February 25th, 2025. Let's see which one is it?
look,
All right, let's go find that video. February 25th. That's not it.
look, today.
It's almost there.
Okay, look.
This is it. And the Fed said he posted a video which he threatened anyone who's at odds to do something bad to you, your mama, your daddy, and he walked through the checking in process. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. These YouTube channels are these guys that I think fans are intrigued about. And these guys, I think they're they almost have to tell you the truth, like, because they're actually more enticed. I'm using the wrong word, but because fans are tuning in for the real shit, they gotta say the real shit, and then they say the real shit, but now the feds is looking.
We're gonna speak about the back door, and at No Jumper with 607 Unk, Puka Butts, and Flacco and everybody, right? So we taking you back to where 607 Unk did.
By the way, if you watch the Adam and Wax show, it's coming out tomorrow. It's a long episode. I did assign some blame to a few people. I said, Adam, I hold you accountable a bit. And I say, Wack, I hold you accountable a little bit as well. And I don't hold him accountable for other people's actions. What I do hold them accountable for is that I think both of those men have pushed the issues with conversations that they know aren't going to get, like, put like this. And I said this to Adam. I said, Adam, I ain't going to lie, because y'all know my history. I know everything I've covered. But I say, yo, Adam, if Bricc Baby was your mans that was allegedly holding that thing down, going out with you, and you out and about, and he holding you down, and that's your mans, I've heard you say a lot of times that's your friend. Bro, it's no way you could have people be talking about, like, you should have killed every conversation about him getting caught with an AK. You should have said, on my platform, that's not happening. Like, these were things that could send your friend to jail. Like, these were, like, what Wack is really good at doing. Let me tell you this. Wack is, you know why Wack's smarter than every street nigga? Wack don't gotta shoot none of y'all niggas. That's why Wack, you know why Wack can't go to jail? Y'all keep saying he police. No, he's smart. The smartest nigga don't shoot you. He don't slap you. He don't fight you. He gets you to go kill yourself or you to go to jail. Like when I heard Wack say that nigga Rockstar, man, listen, man, you gotta have niggas respect your crippin', man. You after Black Sam said that, you know what you should have did? You should have went back to your car. You should have got that thing, and that burger spot should have been shut down. Nigga told him to shoot up the burger spot, bro. What? You think Wack told that nigga that advice out of like, yo, nah, this is what you should do? Or Wack wanted him to do some shit where that nigga's in jail for the next 40 years. Wack is, so I also blame Wack because I think Wack is outsmarting these dudes, and I get it. Like, for example, me and a nigga like Meek Mill, I would have Meek Mill doing 5 life sentences before he do nothing to me. Come on, like, you're like, Meek is a stupid nigga, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I think he realized that. He's like, I'm gonna leave Ack alone. Ack is operating, and he's right. He's right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But the only reason why I blame Wack, because, you know, Wack, you're gonna see it back and forth with me and Wack. And Wack says, yo, bro, when a nigga start fuck with me, I don't give a fuck. And I understand that. Why have pity on your enemy for being stupid? So I don't blame him for anybody who goes against him for him to completely mentally, on a mental level, just do gymnastics and fuck them up. I do look at him in terms of Luce Canon, though, where I'm like, yo, Wack, I'm going to keep it a beam, bro. You knew what Luce Cannon's arc was eventually going to end up here, and if that was your man, and the only reason I'm giving Wack this credit, bro, yo, listen, I'm on a No Jumper show. Wack know the indictment more than me. Wack know every fucking page. Nigga, Wack was calling these details a year before this indictment came down. Wack is above, like, he's above the curve IQ level, and he's above and before the information hits the public or even hits me. The nigga is really, like, again, you know, I know somebody gonna be like, it's because he's the police. Nah, I don't think that's what it is. That nigga is, when he don't like somebody, just like me, I get all the sources. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Spready Gibbs' baby mama just sent me a song. She said, yo, I'm violating Spready. I shouted out, that's cool. She told me some other shit. By the way, Spready Gibbs' other baby mama just followed me. Go look at this. Chad. Shall I link with his other baby mamas too? Yo. This is other baby. She kind of bad, little keto. Tight shit. Look at who she following, though. You get what I'm saying? I was going to name his other kid over there. Now I'm with the next baby mom. I mean, like little first class flight, little fly out things. Anyways, what I'm saying is, with certain niggas, man, you don't want to play with. The point what I'm trying to say, Wack is a really like, yo, I promise you. And me, Wack, who else? me, Wack, and me, Wack, Charleston White, and a few others, we all acknowledge this about each other. If we were all supposed to get on some shit where we're trying to get each other really out the paint, it's gonna get nasty. You know why? Everybody that I listed, there's a few people, other more people, they're gonna dig into their bag of resources. They know some secret about you. They know, or they could go get and figure out something about you that they're gonna come back, and when they try to hit hard, it's gonna hit. That's a fact. Wack is just, I'm telling you, Wack is not a nigga, and I don't know why street niggas keep beef with him. Like, I'm gonna keep it being with y'all. Oh, y'all street niggas. If I was a street nigga, I would never beef with Wack. I would just wait till I see him and I'll just punch him in the face. It's no, anytime I hear a street nigga arguing with Wack, I'm like, this is pointless. Wack is just violating this nigga. I'm just like, it's no way y'all, like, even with Meek Mill, if I was Meek Mill, I would never even argue with me online. I think I'm gonna make you look stupid. If it's Meek Mill, well, I don't think he can fight anyway, but shit. I would just be like, when I see Ak, that's it. Fuck else you gonna do? At some point, you gotta realize, but I do feel bad for Luce Canon, because I think Luce Canon, just like Bricc Baby, the No Jumper platform and the West Coast podcasting scene was rewarding them with attention for giving out these details about street shit that they thought was in the past, but when it comes to a RICO, there ain't no past. It's current as long as y'all are still operating within certain type of shit. And the 60s don't stop operating. So there is no, oh, I could talk about that because it's mad long ago. The 60s, like Rolling 60s, was one of the biggest gangs in California. It operates every year. The way how RICO goes is this. If you leave a gang, you have to have like 7 years before you can get charged. So if you left the gang last year, you can still get charged. You left 2 years ago, you have to have 7 years of inactivity, generally, that you can't get charged in that RICO case. Okay? Just think about it. Because a racketeering case is all about a pattern of activity. So let me give all of these people who are on these podcasts, let me just give you a little bit of idea what's going on. Some of you guys went to jail, came back, and y'all think, well, this is behind me. Or I don't do that no more. I don't rob no niggas no more. I could imagine Luce Canon is thinking that. I hear Luce Canon got some legit businesses. Airbnb owner, entrepreneur. Bricc Baby, he's on No Jumper. I don't think he's robbing niggas no more. However, the 60s is an active gang. Here's the thing. You don't need to be committing crimes. You're still going to be liable for the robbery you did, because when you show up on Adam 22's platform, you say, man, oh, 60 Crip, man, on the damn homies, man. Yo, listen, man, oh, 6-0. You're still claiming the gang. So the robbery you did 5, 6, 7 years ago that you think is a long time ago, you are claiming a gang now, which is in furtherance of promoting the gang. You did the robbery 7 years ago that you think is a long time ago, which was in furtherance of gaining proceeds for the gang. You're still a gang member and you're still in that racketeering organization. I could imagine Luce Canon thought, well, I ain't cool with Big U no more anyway. I don't fuck with Big U. You don't have to fuck with the people to get charged with them. Let's go back to the RICO case file when it comes to 6ix9ine. Two of the niggas, Harv, the nigga who kidnapped 6ix9ine, Shotty was trying to kill him. He was trying to kill Shotty. This was a bumping of the muscle in 9 Tray. He ended up kidnapping 6ix9ine. Him and Shotty saw each other at the club, and there was, yo, what we gonna do? It don't matter if y'all are friends. Y'all are still 9 Tray members. Y'all all on the same indictment. So again, I'm wondering why people keep, these gang members keep going up there thinking they're speaking of former crimes. Here's the thing, and I'm not no political expert, or not political expert. I'm not no crime expert. But I'll say this, right? I would probably, if you weren't in a gang, and like say T Grizzly, right? He wasn't in a gang, right? He used to rob jewelry stores. He's got convicted for it. He served his time. He wasn't part of some bigger organization that are still doing those crimes. If he talks about robbing jewelry stores, it is what it is. Here's my problem with gang members going up to No Jumper. You should not be talking about your gang if your gang still does what you're talking about, even if you don't do it in the gang. What you're doing is tantamount to cooperating. If you're a gang member of a rolling 60 gang and you admit to extortion and they still do extortion but you're not a part of it no more, yeah, you're cooperating. You're damn near cooperating. Why the hell are you talking about that? That I was always shocked that Bricc Baby would entertain certain conversation, and that's why I asked Adam, I said, did Bricc ever come to you and say, yo, bro, with all due respect, yo, you my mans, but could we stop making content about Big U? It says, yo, if I was Bricc Baby, I would have shut down every conversation in No Jumper about Big U. You know why? What's his name? Zaire? I think it was Williams. No. Hold on. Let's find his name. Mitchell. Here we go. Mitchell and Henley, which is Big U, coordinated how Bricc Baby would give Big U the proceeds from a robbery that Bricc Baby committed. They were talking about how much should go to Henley. Then in multiple other intercepted calls, Henley talked. Here's my point. If you used to do robberies and bust down the money for the robberies with Big U, why the hell would you get hired at a job that you got to talk about Big U potentially doing some other criminal shit, bro? When you used to do crime for him, bro. That shit don't make no sense to me. He should have said to Adam, respectfully, Adam, yo, I like doing content here. This is kind of cool. This is like a regular job for me. I like it. But bro, could we please stop talking about Big U? And probably should bring that nigga to the side and explain to him like, yo, bro, you know I used to be doing these crimes with him, right? You know that, yeah, maybe not this situation, but like me and him used to be doing dirt together. Like, bro, if you value me, could we stop talking about this on No Jumper? Because essentially I'm talking about my crimes. Because the way a RICO works, if you used to do crime with a nigga, you claim the same gang as a nigga, you're basically in the same criminal organization. RICO. I don't know how this shit was allowed to happen. Anyway, let's see what Luce was talking about.
Bricc Baby sent you the paperwork, right? Because that's not true. You shouldn't say things that gets on the internet and try to downplay somebody's reputation.
Now, I seen somebody in the chat say Wack is federal. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest, and Wack is my man's, bro. I'm going to be honest. Wack is my man's. And by the way, if you're watching, please hit the subscribe button on both King Akademiks and the Academy channel. Wack is my man. And I forgot to ask him this on the Adam and Wack show. I think Wack is smart. But because I don't think he's the police, I think Wack would be stupid to not think that the feds aren't looking at him. It never works where the feds called Wack a rival. If the feds are looking at these people and have deemed that their rival are these people and are claiming that these people they're looking at first are doing crimes or trying to do crimes, a lot that would involve them going against these people. The feds don't say, oh, we're just saving these people because they're the good guys. The feds says, let's get them both. Not even only the feds, every investigatory body. You don't see they say, oh, we're only locking up YSL. We're going to leave YFN out there. No, you get YFN as well. You get both of them. You don't only get one, you get both. You get both. So I have to believe that they are also looking at WAC 100. And I forgot to ask him that question because I would love to hear what he's thinking about that. If he doesn't think the feds are looking at him, so I would imagine the way he's moving, and that's why even, like, again, y'all gonna watch episode tomorrow, I think comes out on Adam's ship. I'm wondering if WAC's conversation is gonna be different. Because here's the thing, if I'm WAC, I'll be licking my chops. Luce says him and WAC ain't really against each other, but he don't fuck with Bricc Baby and he don't fuck with Big U. And some other niggas. Yo, all the WAC's options went to jail. Sounds like a good gig. But if you're realizing some of the shit that sent him to jail is clubhouse conversations, podcast conversations, I'm wondering if WAC is gonna start saying, this ain't content. Like, every time I'm listening to some clubhouse shit, they be like, yo, let's tune in for the content. And I'm like, there's no way I think that discussing these men's crimes in the streets is content. I'm going to give WAC this one other credit too. I'm going to give WAC this other credit. You know what WAC is really good at, chat? He's good at forcing people to try to prove themselves to the internet because the internet is more valuable than the streets. Him and Bricc Baby. Yo, bro, I think you working, bro. Yo, they caught you with an AK-47. You ain't had a court date in 2 years. My nigga. First of all, the feds ain't gonna tell you when they pick it up. So I could imagine his lawyers were trying to figure out what was going on. But now WAC is online calling you a damn snitch, saying you're working because you didn't get charged. Think about it. WAC puts you in a position that if you don't go to jail, you're a snitch. So now you got to argue with the man that you're not a snitch and almost got to incriminate yourself to further prove you're not a snitch. When WAC hits you with the, if you didn't get locked up, I mean, he did to Jim Jones too. It's like, yo, bro, you not on the indictment? You know you would snitch. Yo, WAC is good with that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, maybe some people might say, yo, he's right a lot. But I will say what WAC is really good at, he'll force you to defend yourself in the court of public opinion more than you would defend yourself in an actual courtroom. That I think that's an interesting thing. You get what I'm saying? Here we go.
For clicks and likes, this is where it comes and becomes a violation. So let me school you. Let me educate you on this. Sweetie! You not like that. You a buttercup. You don't.
By the way, Teflon Race, thank you for the 10 and says, WAC is federal. He's not a dumb guy. He's been saying he's going to take dude down. So he got close with Luce and allowed Luce to talk him into jail.
Ugliest person on the internet. Like, you live in an apartment that you lie about. You look like, I don't know, but you kind of got it. See, Bricc don't want me on his ass. So Bricc is going to do a favor for me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. The amount of time they mention podcasts is crazy. They also have some old footage of Big U basically kind of explaining the checking in process.
dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, I mean, everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do. Check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid ass.
Right.
Like,
Wow.
yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know, motherfucker, in California got your back? The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking into that dude?
Right.
Bro, just go to the hotel, get you something to eat, go back to the hotel,
Do your business.
go have some fun.
Right.
Where shit is fun. Why do you want to go over there?
Right.
For what? Don't call me.
Right.
Oh, it said motherfuckers be having a nerve to call me sometime. Like,
Right.
like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm playing video games. My daughter got a soccer game tomorrow, bro. Grow the fuck up. Like, I'm not about to drive over here to...
Checking in. Damn, Schoolboy Q look mad polished these days.
In the hood. That's how we do it, you know, man.
Top flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
We coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh, well. Check your ass out.
we gonna check you in, all right. We gonna check in all of your equipment. We gonna check in all of your equipment.
Oh, shit. All right. All right, well, I mean, you're telling you the truth.
So what we do? Walk in the club. Yeah, like,
You know what's so crazy? The way they would tell these stories is like they're thinking that it was definitely not a crime. Yo, Luce, I think Meek snitched on y'all, man.
9 of your homies. It was like 30 of us. The security moved to the side. I said, Meek, you know what's this about? You started taking it off and handing it to me. You was polite about it, Sugar Plum. You was polite. Sugar Plum, you was polite. I hear Rose. Hey, look. I got this. You got this artist you pumping. You don't want this to get out. Give me 50. He brought 52, Crenshaw, and 48.
All right, man.
That'll be my last video. I'm going.
Now, you know, I realized too, right? So, Big U actually denounced Bricc Baby. I didn't know he did this. But he basically, you know, Bricc Baby was supposedly like mad cool with him. He denounced Bricc Baby. He was just like, man, I don't even know that nigga like that. Let me see if I could, where is it at? In the video, so essentially, the last person to get picked up was, the last person to get picked up, hold on. Give me 1 second. What's the last person to get picked up? Was Big U, right? And Big U, hold on. He posted a series of videos, which I thought were really telling, on this page. It's called Crenshaw Cougars. Check out these videos that he posted.
This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. Talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, gonna deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all.
Now, immediately off the bat, you're going to turn yourself in. Obviously, you want your family with you, but you want to go be with a lawyer. You talking to the camera, putting out statements. To me, none of this was for sympathy from the public, but it was more of a coded message, if you ask me, to the streets. He's going to call out a few people, and I think a guy who I believe according to reports, was so decorating the streets. He's trying to drop some hints. Yo, y'all go get these are the police. These are the undercover guys. These are the guys who put me in jail. Streets, go deal with them. Just listen.
I don't even know what to say. I'm 21 years. I've elevated my family. Come back. Sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't. Don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate the people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
First Street, it might be to, I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. Appreciate y'all. Go.
Okay, thank you.
This is my last video before I turn myself in.
So that's one of them. There's 3 more. Listen to this. He gets more into it.
I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't get none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around telling me I was using Developing Option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's going to be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they going to arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you going to lump me in with all them? But it's all a big picture though. It's all a big picture. Now I'm finna be sitting in here. It's gonna be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say?
Now, accountability is lacking here, right? So it's like, yo, with all due respect to Big U, the top charge that made all this happen, they claimed you killed someone. Yeah, they also claim you extorted. They claim you were trying to pimp. They claim you were doing a lot of stuff. But the main reason why you got this indictment, they claim you shot somebody and killed him, then dumped the body on the side of the highway. You got to take some accountability, bro. This ain't because of Bricc Baby and Luce Canon and Whack 100 just running their mouths. You wouldn't be in jail. It appears it's because they think you're the leader who does all these things, but was also bold enough to kill someone yourself.
You ruining people's lives. I heard it's over 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Just pray for me. Just pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at this video as I come.
Okay. Then another one.
I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Canon.
That's Luce Canon.
Everybody know I don't fuck with Bricc Baby.
We ain't know that, nigga. We thought Bricc Baby was like your right-hand man.
So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turning against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. This shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeater thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all the roller 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming.
Okay, at least Missy knew it was coming.
Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. All right, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police and y'all sitting there following them? Everybody is a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything, y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black and y'all show ain't for our people.
Damn, this nigga's saying Whack 100 Clubhouse Room, which is called the 100 Show or 100 Side or whatever. He said they're all police.
They can put charges against anybody. I'm looking.
And then the last one.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself
This nigga made 4 videos saying, every video saying, all right, this is the last one.
in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house.
What?
And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was asking about Whack, Luce Canon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community.
Oh, no. I know we're not getting they're targeting me because I'm black. Big U, they're targeting you because they said you killed somebody, brother. Yo, Big U. The reality of it is, and I heard this is LA politics, so I hear everybody shook because them 60s ready to go kill some niggas behind this. That's what I heard. I even told Wack, I said, Wack, you better also might watch out because I hear them 60s, there's a lot more of them that's not locked up. And I think this is a smoke signal from one of the leaders to say, the reason why I'm incarcerated is because of these online guys. And if they live in the LA region, they're now more incentivized in trying to do something that could help their leader, which according to him, even though I think it's wrong to say that, he's saying these guys are snitches. So if a leader says, yo, I'm getting locked up because these niggas snitched on me and he's making an online video before he gets locked up, You don't think he's kind of sending a smoke signal like, yo, go take care of this nigga?
I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your...
This nigga done turned to Bill Cosby. This shit's crazy. Anyway, what people are now saying is that, yo, you know, Big U and Nipsey, because, you know, did y'all ever hear? So people, you know, and people trying to say, yo, Wack is the police. Wack 100 had played an audio video or an audio conversation. Wack 100 DNA, where the mother of the person, right? The mother of the person who was killed actually said to him, yo, and he was saying this a while. The mother of the person said to him, yo, bro, Big U is going to get locked up before the end of the month, before the end of this month. And Wack put this out pretty much months ago. Wack 100, Big U, audio DNA. Here we go. Let me see. Wack 100, audio, family, Big U. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can find it. Here we go.
This will make sense to y'all. Here we go.
So apparently, the person who got killed, RW, which is Rayshawn Williams, their family have been talking to Wack. Now, if you ever seen like a criminal investigation, hope you never have to go through this. When the police are investigating something, they'll frequently come to the family, especially the mourning mom, and be like, they'll give them updates on what the case is. Hey, listen, you know, we have some more suspects. We're interviewing some people. Hey, we might make an arrest. Hey, we're doing a search. Like, you know, again, just like major updates that they could give the family some hope. Yo, we did not forget about your son or your daughter that passed away. Now, apparently they gave some details to the family that, hey, listen, we ran some DNA tests and it looks like might give us like enough of a hit that we might be able to get a warrant. I think we're going to go pick up Big U at some point, right? They tell Wack 100. Wack immediately goes online and tells everybody in the world. And then essentially at that point, like literally a week after, they pick up Big U. But this was the audio that Wack obviously recorded, even though you're going to hear I think the woman is going to say to Wack, please keep this between me and you, while Wack got his finger on the record button. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Man, I was tripping that it took 3 years.
4 years.
To
3 years.
run DNA.
It just made.
So what? They was contacting Big U to come give up DNA and he wouldn't do it?
Well, what had happened was when they was doing the investigation and they wanted to take down DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA. So they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
All right, now watch this.
But then again, Big U had a dope case, huh? He might not have. So that he probably wasn't. He had a dope case, a conspiracy. So
Yeah, they
wait,
started his DNA test in my brother Neil.
okay, so that's bad work. Give me swap.
It's in my brother.
Match me. When I paroled out the penitentiary, they made me swab. But then again,
Okay, so Wack is talking to the woman about the woman who's the mom of the guy who died. By the way, I do have the guy's Instagram who passed away. This is him right here. His name is Ray Williams or Rayshawn Williams or whatever. This is him. Apparently, I guess the story goes, you know, he was kind of like signed to Big U. Big U puts him in the studio, gives him budget, whatever the case is. He don't like the studio or he thinks Big U is like taxing for that particular studio. He eventually makes a diss song that's targeting Big U. Big U hears the song and supposedly kills him. Let's listen. Is this a song? This ain't a song, right?
No need for me to hate you, I wish you the best. Young nigga self-made, I put it on my flesh. But I ain't hear you what you say it with your chest. And I be posted on the east, but catch me on the west. She gon' suck it when I need it, just don't make a mess. Da Vinci and Prada down, that's just how we coming. And I was flying down Vermont, doing the whole honey. She She tryna act nonchalant when I know she want it. My pockets got big knots, keep them birds coming. Fuck it, roll over, get some head early morning. And Brody, he get the tweaking when he off in person. Ain't no M's in my family, I gotta be the first. I lost my pops and my granny, it gotta be a curse. I'm supporting all the bros, copping all the merch, yeah. And I pussy nigga toes, put him on a shirt, yeah.
Okay. So that's some of his music. Let's go through his story. Does he got any videos or picture with Big U? Okay, YN Vibes. Posting his first bottle of Don Julio. Okay. Maybe this was the studio. This sounds like that looks like the studio, the Big U studio. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, this guy is the same studio.
His mom was mad, man, quick to fuss. He got the Glock, but I'm a German on this gunfight. My last bitch hate me for all I did on that one night. You.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the song that he dissed Big U is in here somewhere. We're just not gonna find it. But okay, bet. All right, so now Wack is talking to the mom.
Think you had a dope case, huh? He might not have.
Don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody.
Here we go.
Find this shit.
Of April.
Hey, when did they still ain't arrested you, nigga?
You talking about Big U?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
So, you niggas the only one got the whole complete run.
So basically, the mom knew that they were going to make an arrest. And if you hear at the end of the call, she's actually going to say, listen.
What Wack do? Watch. I had a nigga tell. Now, why he ain't. He burnt that bridge a long time ago.
Okay.
2, 5.
There's a longer part of the video where the woman actually says, oh, the DA is going to pick it up and work it with the Nipsey Hussle situation. Which, that's loose on unsubstantiated rumors that Big U had anything to do with Nipsey's, demise or whatever the case. I think that's kind of already been set in stone that it was Eric Holder. But there is a video where you have somebody like Wack 100 and Luce Canon. They were speaking on Figmunity about, or back
got a Big U. That's when he went down there. Nipsey did the diss song. A lot of people don't know Nipsey got a Big U diss song.
Now, this is very, very. This is a parallel. So they're saying that the kid that Big U allegedly killed made a diss song about him. They're also saying Nipsey did a diss song about Big U as well. Maybe Big U really just don't like getting dissed. You know what I mean? Shit, I wouldn't diss that nigga at all. But anyway, listen to this story.
They don't know it.
You don't have a clue.
Right? You don't have a clue. Something like that, right? He mentioned his name and everything, right? And that's when he went down there and knocked him out. That's when Sam came.
No, he didn't knock. No.
Well, he said he knocked him out. He said he knocked Nip out.
No.
Sam came out busting the air. I got the call to come bail him out. Come to find out that was a play.
Yeah. So basically, let's get this straight. So, Nip had an altercation with him in the studio or whatever. Big U was like, "Is this song about me?" He was like, "Yeah, it's about you, cuz." So Big U threw the water bottle at him, right? So he was like, "We're gonna have to go downstairs and get down," right? So they in the middle of the street, and Nip kept just bouncing around. You get what I'm saying? Not trying to get hit or whatever, trying to fire him. So he was like, "All right, cuz I'm gonna have like my little homies come because nigga, I don't have to win for this, right?" So the next day, TD and them came and he was just doing some bullshit or whatever like that. So they try to come. Big U tell Nip, get in the car. You gonna go on Bryanhurst and you gonna get down, right? Black Sim like, you ain't taking my brother nowhere. You get what I'm saying? And he tried to pull him out the car. When he tried to pull him out the car, whatever like that, Nip looked over and he was like, listen, long as you don't, me, we good. So he was like, nah. So Fats, right? My homie Fats.
You talking about another situation?
I'm talking about the same
no,
situation.
The situation that's happened is when Black Sam busts in the air.
No, he did bust in the air, but Big U tried to fire on Fats.
Fats put him on his pockets.
And then Fats put him on his pockets.
I got a call on that one.
He put him on his pockets, right? So, Fats is like 5'4", but he was stocky. You get what I'm saying? So he put him on his pockets. They try to run.
So if you don't understand what's happening, they're explaining an altercation between Big U and, of course, Nipsey Hussle, where they're saying Big U was offended that Nipsey had a diss song about him, threw a water bottle at him. It was like, yo, we got to go get down. They went outside. Looked like Black Sam intervened a little bit. They say, yo, we got to go down there or something like that. And then looked like they're trying to get into it, but like Big U is an older gentleman who's kind of out of shape. He's like, yo, you got to go fight this other guy. And it's like, we got to go down there to get all that type of shit. I'll back it up a little bit that you guys can hear.
Black Sam like, you ain't taking my brother nowhere. You get what I'm saying? And he tried to pull him out the car. When he tried to pull him out the car, whatever like that, Nip looked over and he was like, listen, long as you don't, me, we good. So he was like, nah. So Fats, right? My homie Fats.
You talking about another situation?
I'm talking about the same
situation.
situation.
The situation that's happened is when Black Sam busts in the air.
No, he did bust in the air, but Big U tried to fire on Fats.
Fats put him on his pockets.
And then Fats put him on his pockets.
I got a call on that one.
He put him on his pockets, right? So, Fats is like 5'4", but he was stocky. You get what I'm saying? So he put him on his pockets. They try to rush Nip. You get what I'm saying? Like Pauls and all of them, right? And so Black Sam busts in the air. When he busts in the air, Big Useless had the police already watching. They come there 30 seconds, right? That's how
we don't even know till Black Sam and the other dude from 40s tell us when we started exposing. They said, bro, Wack, that night when that thing happened, when the police came, Big U flashed something and started directing the police. And we're like, what you mean? This is before we learned about the community leader and the Greek. We dumb to the fact. Yeah. He didn't see what he didn't see. And I'm like, so when we start reading in depth and we brought that dude Star, I said, bro, come here. He like, Wack, once dude flashed the badge and I'm finna take y'all somewhere. At that point in time, he's a peace officer. Okay, SKG. Remember the chick? We exposed it. The chick threw the water on him. He had to stand, he ain't knowing they recording. And he said, call the police, right? And the chick went to the room, right? And the police came and knocked on the door. She said, I'm in it with me and my kid. He said, yeah, but who's arresting me? The hotel. The hotel said, ma'am, we're not arresting you. The gentleman downstairs is making a citizen, no, it wasn't even a citizen arrest.
A private arrest.
A private arrest. They cuffed SKG. We put it up.
Yeah, they took her
to jail because Big U made a private arrest as the community leader.
And then tell her the next day, if you want these charges to drop off, come to the hood and catch.
Yeah, put it up. This is like, this is here. Like, fuck what we talking about. So we.
Okay. So essentially they're saying that this is how Big U just kind of been rolling around, which is kind of scary. Anyway, people have been blaming Wack for like this whole thing happening, and Wack went off on Big U for making that video right before he went to jail, claiming that he's one of the reasons the feds came for him.
I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with development option. Shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something.
We skipped through.
With these black.
Yeah, dummy, stupid motherfucker. This is 2025. See, here go the problem. You must take heed and go attorney up. Because your attorney would have told you, come to me, don't say nothing, don't do no videos, and we're going to walk you in if that's what you're going to do. Because what you just did, dummy, is you gave the federal agents all the motherfucking firepower they need, because now you can't renege on none of this shit. See, your stupid motherfucking ass ain't read your motherfucking superseding indictment paperwork. Nigga, We just learned about this March 3rd, 2025. Bozo. This investigation started 2021. How do they know? I'm going to tell you how they know. You got a nigga named Bay, motherfucker, Sylvester, who I've been knowing probably before you, because he didn't used to fuck with you. Red Mike's brother. Y'all know who this nigga is, right? You done took this nigga, a regular nigga. Let me tell you what type of nigga you is. You took a regular dude, a regular civil dude, because you had no more firepower or no more soldiers or flunkies around you. A regular dude, and you intimidated him and made him do things and participate in things that you knew dead.
Wait, by the way, they're telling me that this Nipsey Hussle Big U song is out. Big U, this song, Nipsey Hussle, You Don't Got a Clue lyrics. How's this a diss to Big U? Let's see. I can't play the song, it's gonna get flagged. Let's just read the lyrics. Look, you don't got a clue what you want to do. I'm busy getting rich. You think I'm gonna stop for you? I build this shit on my own. Everybody know it's true. Still niggas act like they're supposed to have control over what I do. But look, they don't got a clue what I've been through. Nigga, you don't got no trust funds or eat off silver spoons. Nigga, ain't no peace inside my house until I moved. And I damn sure ain't recall having no exit route in you. But really, I don't got a clue of what you even do. And what's good is a dream if you can't make it come true. What good is a team if everyone depends on you? Hope opportunity don't knock what opportunist in your group. Because then what you gonna do? Because if you're sharing your success, not your struggle, you's a fool. Then you start looking like food. The game don't even chew. Eat you up and shit you out. Them critics say you through. But look, they don't even got a clue what you was trying to do. But keep it 100. 100 don't keep it you. I'm going to tell you what to do. Here's what you do. Say, fuck the middleman. Get on your marathon and get your loot. I hustle because I have to, not because it's cool. And over time, become accustomed to the bullshit niggas do. Now I'm numb and it's cool. Had to bounce back and regroup. Hope you don't expect shit from me because I don't want shit from you. Oh, shit. That nigga looked like he was not down with the extorting. They were extorting Nipsey too? I thought they wasn't going to extort him on Neighborhood Crib. They would do the call like that? No fucking way. What?
Damn well didn't fit. And what he started to do, you know what he did? He turned into motherfucking Sonny Brasco. You remember how Sonny Brasco's motherfucking, his wife started telling him, you're starting to become them. You're supposed to be undercover. They started to think he was really a rolling 60 Crip. I got the power. Big U ain't gonna like this. I'm the only buffer between Big U and Big U. If I get out the way, this gonna happen. You sending niggas over there to extort for $500 and $1,000. Let me tell you something, you silly, dumb, stupid, nitwit, dick-witted, bozo ass nigga. You picked up more than 10 occasions we read the federal motherfucking money given to the motherfucking victim. You stupid motherfucker. You pressing, they got a motherfucking Scarface goddamn camera in the motherfucking clock, and you sending Vay, a civilian, who's supposed to tell on you. Vay ain't no goddamn gang member. I said it, that nigga Vay talk about.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Wack got all these niggas. Well, he ain't get him locked up, but they locked up. Wack don't give a fuck. He going in.
Don't even fuck with you. He don't even carry your name because you beat him half to death 6-7 times. You remember the first time in 04 when the Power Roots had to come bail you out, help you get out, turn you up? Remember all that type of shit? So let's talk about who we need to pray for. You a motherfucking monster, nigga. That's what the fuck you is. You didn't kill no blood. You didn't kill no Hoover. You didn't kill no motherfucking H-rate gangster. You didn't kill none of that shit. Nigga, you went and killed one of our own, nigga. A young, aspiring motherfucking kid, nigga, playing football. Y'all look at that face in my PTR. That's the face of Rayshawn Williams right there. Look at that fucking face. No mustache. Innocent face. What you do? You say he did a diss song? We never heard it. Leave him in a ditch? You left a nigga in the ditch. Hey, talk to Bay. Sylvester the one.
Yeah, I love Wack, but this is why you can't beef with Wack. Since when the gangster's not supposed to be like, yo, why you kill him? It's like, what the fuck? We gangsters, we kill people. That's what gangsters do. Wack sounds like a concerned parent. You left them in the ditch. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I'm a gangster, of course. I left him in the ditch. Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, I shot his ass. Yeah, I left his ass in the ditch. That's how it goes. Wax over here like, yo, what? You did that? I'm like,
oh, we never heard it. Leave him in a ditch.
Yes.
You left a nigga in the ditch. Hey, talk to Bay. Sylvester the one told the police. Y'all got the call and y'all drove from fucking there to motherfucking goddamn Vegas and did what y'all did. D-Say, motherfucker, now I'ma talk about it. DS is a nigga named D-Say. D-Say is the one that told them motherfuckers that you had him go pull the camera footage down. These is all your people. These niggas ain't power rules. They ain't 100 people.
Now, this is the only part that do get a little spooky. And I asked Wack, and Wack was like, nah, I got it from the family. And certain shit look like he got it from the family. Here's the thing. I read this indictment back and front. It just calls certain niggas witnesses. I don't know their names. Now, granted, Wack's a little bit, I guess, maybe closer to the situation. Wack's just saying these niggas' names. Like, he knows all their names already. Like, I have no fucking idea how Wack knows all their names. Like, look, like there's a nigga who pulled the camera footage down. That person's just called a witness. He is not listed by name in there. Wack just knows his name.
That you had him go pull the camera footage down. Vegas and did what y'all did. D-Say, motherfucker, now I'ma talk about it. DS is a nigga named D-Say. D-Say is the one that told them motherfuckers that you had him go pull the camera footage down. These is all your people. These niggas ain't power rules. They ain't 100 people. What do you mean? The 100 people ought to be ashamed of yourself. No, it shouldn't be. Nigga, they should burn down developing options. Crenshaw Coach, all you parents, if any of y'all show up this season fucking with that, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself because that could have been your motherfucking boy in a motherfucking ditch. Since you want to pop my name, now I'ma pop it. Nigga, you could never do nothing better than me, nigga. All you could do better than me is be dumber than me, nigga. That's all you could be better than me. Is dumber than me. Big doofus ass nigga. You sitting here on motherfucking IG talking about what you didn't do, you stupid motherfucker, and never read your paperwork of everything they got you doing. Shit ain't got nothing to do with Wack. It seemed to me like I've been threatening the paperwork. Wack ain't said nothing. I don't give a fuck. What you mean? How did they know? How did they know? How did they know they was gonna raid my house? How did they know? Oh, use the goofy. Let me show you how I knew. You stupid mother. Right now, how I knew. This how the fuck I knew. You weird ass nigga. How did they know? How did they know? How the fuck you didn't know? I'm gonna show you how the fuck I knew. Here we go.
Okay, well, let me understand something, right? It's been a couple years. What year did your brother killed?
My brother was killed in 22.
So it took them 3 years to do fucking DNA?
Mm-hmm. They said that Big U was running for a long time. Like, he didn't want to take the DNA test.
But here goes the thing. Big U's DNA is already on file for Willie Ferrone. You know what I'm saying? Like my DNA is on file. Like right now, if I did something I left.
All right. Holy shit. Now, there's a part of the indictment that's kind of like crazy, right? So do you know that Adrian Broner, I think they just call him AB in here? Let me just look for Dice Game. So there's a cooperating witness who basically recounted that there's a large buy-in dice game that occurred in Los Angeles June 2019. The game involved professional boxer AB, which is Adrian Broner. AB's associates and several other prominent NBA players, according to the cooperating witness 1. AB and his associates fixed the game and cheated the NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. I don't know what that means. Following that game, Henley directed the group of a group of Big U Enterprise associates to rough up AB, which means beat him up, who didn't check in. So it looked like AB started finessing, but didn't check in. And he says they wanted to get the money back on him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. You could imagine the NBA players probably were paying some type of check-in fee or extortion fee to Big U. Multiple members of the Rolling 60s ultimately arrived, and Henley used them to press ABs. CW1 said that Henley was involved with the incident because Henley was involved in would approve the dice games to similar events, including a large sum of money, because they're saying that Big U would usually be the person to approve those shit. So if AB did it without his consent, is whatever. Anyway, it's why they were going to try to press him as well. Multiple persons involved in the incident who have been since interviewed, including former NBA player, confirmed that Big U was paid $100,000 for negotiating this debt. Okay, however, each was later approached by an associate of AB and told they still owed the money. CW1 is aware of other instances where NBA players and celebrities would need to work to get approval in advance from Big U to ensure their safety in Los Angeles, such as parties, gambling games, advertising shoots. Said these celebrities would have to seek or pay for protection or approval or face retaliation from the enterprise, okay? Listen to this. At the outset of the investigation, Victim 1 was identified as an extortion victim. Victim 1 is described as below. From between April 14, 2022 until April 15, so that's the day, 2022, Victim 1 conducted a consensually monitored meeting with Big U and other unidentified individuals. During the meeting, Big U told Victim 1 and others that he got into it with AB after AB cheated a current NBA star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA star out of $5 million. And Lee also also said that he charged the NBA players $100,000 so he could get their money back from AB. A confidential informant involved with the cheating scheme corroborated this information, and that AB was confronted for failing to check in while Big U regarding the dice game. This is treacherous, chat. Treacherous shit. Now they accuse him of taking money from the charity just for his own personal gain. Obviously, the murder. This is some like real.
I live and it is what it is. And if you catch me, then you catch me. If you don't, both probably should still be in jail, but they not. They free. Same thing with A$AP Rocky. So like I said, you never can count these. Probably was the Nipsey one, and my only other.
Yeah, we don't know what basketball players he robbed for that amount of money.
Rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life.
Okay. Very interesting, man. I don't know.
Video.
This was Bricc maybe talking to us about it. This is about the whole whack thing.
We got small videos of that too. He didn't touch nobody. He playing for his life with the magic wand in his hand, nigga. He begged the nigga not to fire his shit up. He wasn't pressing, nigga. For sure wasn't pressing. That nigga was pleading. This what we doing, Eugene? Big U, draws. Come on, the kids here in front of my kids. He said, we ain't finna do nothing to you, nigga. Nigga, I want to fade. Nigga, wait. Was in that nigga face. Nigga, that nigga pulled out whatever he pulled out. AD was in taking it range. Nigga, the homies was in range of taking cuz he was playing with that motherfucker. It was to the point to where he had niggas from my hood behind him and he didn't even know because he was so scared. So you can't say that. All we saying is,
All right. Wack also claims, and by the way, we're not going to drag this too much, but Wack claims he's hit up Big U's wife, trying to warn her that the feds are looking at him.
Tell me the date of that, nigga, and that's the Big U wife. What's the date of that, Remo?
All right, so yeah, after you got that message,
Huh?
after you got the message, you hit up Big U's wife. You said, "Sis, 911. 1 sec, let me get Solo," and you gave him a heads up.
What I tell him?
You said, "1 sec, let me get Solo. He needs to leave. Bad." In caps, all caps. He needs to leave.
I said so bad, right?
Yeah, full bad.
What the 600 saying this shit is 4 rolling 60 telling on it.
All right, so Wack, let me ask you
Oh, so that's what the 4 bad means.
Talking about, nigga, you little brain.
Let me
nigga.
ask you this,
So you
Wack.
niggas go to talking, nigga. Because if a nigga wouldn't, nah, I just sent you a clip.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, Wack's the Oracle. Have y'all seen this clip, chat? They said Wack has now said that Yo Gotti's next.
Gotti, say your prayers. You better say your prayers.
You know they coming, don't you? You know they finna show up.
Bro, hey, bro, that nigga got up there and said, they said, didn't CMG pay for your attorney $50,000? Yeah. But they didn't give it to me. He said, yeah. But they paid for it because you killed Dolph, right? Yeah. Well, that was your compensation, right? CMG said, well, yeah, they gave the attorney $50,000. Yeah, because I killed Dolph. You dead. He was an exec of that company. That's your brother. That's finna get, that's next. Watch, remember I told you.
But wouldn't it be smart to blame it on the dead man, though?
No, he was part of the company. They saying CMG, they're gonna classify it as a game.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. If Wax says it, I don't know how you getting the info, but your ass is cooked. Yo, Gotti, you might want to head to Bali right now, man. Might want to head to Bali right now. By the way, let's touch on this K-Flock situation. So real quick, chat, if you guys don't know, the K-Flock case has wrapped up. He was found guilty of 5 of 6 charges. Now, he did beat the most important charge, and the most important charge was the murder charge. It's the top charge that was included. He put out a statement saying, I beat the top count. Now, he was found guilty of the RICO charge and in gun possession and some other things. But he said, I beat the top count. I made the judge cry. He said, now he not forced to give me life, okay? If he was found guilty of murder under the RICO statute, he would have to give him essentially life. He said, alhamdulillah, everything good, not good, and everything bad, not bad. Just got to stay humble till the outcome of your situation and see what Allah got for you. Chin up, chest out. Shit ain't over. Nowhere near. Remain a G and stay sucker free. Never fold, never will. Free the thoroughbred ones and kill all the rats. Okay? Not the best message for him to put out. And he later did try to clean it up where he kind of put out this other message where it's an audio message, and his audio message consisted of this.
Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight, though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till Allah says it's over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too. Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight, though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till Allah says it's over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too. Okay. Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight, though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported.
All right. Okay. Just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull. That's the transcript. How do I get that? I'm trying to pull the other shit. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is a letter. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to explain it to y'all. I just want to make sure I'm not saying bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like looking through the court documents for how the jury ruled and looked like let me see. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. All right, count one. Okay, good. Just give me 1 second. I just want to explain to y'all why he beat the murder charge, but I want to like really specify why he beat it. Okay. Okay. So it's all right, bet. So I get a good understanding on it, and the paperwork that I'm looking at is in his case file. It actually validates what I'm going to say. So, if you're wondering how K-Flop beat a murder charge in New York City, for everybody who's going to wonder, this is how it comes down to simply this. First of all, the prosecutor he overcharged Kevin Perez, aka K-Flock, right? Now, granted, there is no real self-defense in New York City. However, if you're charging this guy with murder under the racketeering status, the way how that is set up, it's not just a standalone murder, right? Which murder could be defined as many different things: first degree, second degree. It could be manslaughter. It could be third degree. There's a lot of different, and also first and second degree manslaughter as well. There's multiple different ways to categorize death and murder. Okay. Sometimes negligent homicide, and sometimes it could be all type of different things. The point is this: they charged him with murder in aiding the criminal conspiracy. So it's under the RICO statute, and they said that he killed Huascar. His name is Oscar. Well, if you're English, you say Oscar, but the way it's spelled is with an H. Huascar Hernandez. They're saying he killed him because of just some gang shit. It's a reasonable way to explain some shit to say somebody pulls a gun on you. If you shoot him, it's not because he's in a gang. It's because he pulled a gun on you. So essentially, if they had charged him with manslaughter, he would have get found. I believe he would have gotten killed. Not got killed. He would have gotten found guilty on all charges. Here's the thing: under the RICO statute, there isn't really a manslaughter charge, because here's the thing: manslaughter is kind of defined as, the person happened to die as a result of your action. You weren't trying to necessarily kill them, and that doesn't seem as intent when it comes to like racketeering. So because they wanted to charge him a lot under the racketeering statute and follow that guideline.
So Big U, you shouldn't be surprised with anything with Big U. Big U is basically an A1 extorter. Like, he is in the Cali culture with the checking in where you're gonna get robbed or hurt. It's basically like how mobs used to have business pay them for protection from them, which made no sense. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. If you're a regular civilian, honestly, like, bro, just don't go to the hood. You're famous. It's crazy. They probably look and see where all the famous people are staying at. If you don't check in, you'll get robbed. And that's only one gang, one set of the people. There's a bunch more other gangs that might still rob you. So, hey, man, what's your boy Big X News? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.